Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your July 2026 tarot reading. I am Kate, or Miss Kate as my name tag says. I had kids' art club this morning, so I am still recovering from that. I may even still have some paint on my fingers. So, Scorpio, please just take what resonates, leave the rest. These messages may extend into August a little bit, but these are mainly for the month of July for you. You're starting out with the Seven of Ariel. It says you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. To me, this would be like the Seven of Pentacles, and it's saying that you're putting in the work that you need to. Just be patient through the process. You're going to see forward movement soon, and you have that validated by the Chariot card. And it says determination, self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So if you've been waiting for that validation, like, am I even being recognized for the work that I'm putting in? The answer is yes, somebody sees it. Now, as far as are you being compensated for that effort? That's to be determined. You have the Three of Ariel. It says, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. I'm hearing when you do what you love, it doesn't even feel like work. When you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. That's the energy going into this. So I think that you're finding something that you really love to do, whether it is in career, maybe it's a hobby, or it could also be in, do I want to invest in this friendship? Do I want to invest in this relationship? Because it feels like I've been doing a lot of work on myself, a lot of healing work, and this journey seems to take a long time. I think that you are going to see the results from the effort that you have put in, and you have the Chariot card coming out as well. What is that? It was glitter, and it is validated in all the glitter on this card too. You could also feel connected to fae or fairies, and maybe you just like glitter and sparkles, although I don't know that a lot of Scorpios necessarily do, but I do think that it's like the time feels magical. There's something about your energy, the time that you're going through feels magical. The Chariot card represents the zodiac sign Cancer, and we are in Cancer season currently, so I think that you will really start to see the results of the effort and the hard work that you've been putting in very, very soon. You have the Six of Michael. I think that there's a group of you who have moved to a new job potentially. Maybe you were worried or concerned, if I leave this particular job, I'm going to have to give up this thing and that. Maybe you really loved your coworkers. Maybe you'd just been there so long that it felt like you couldn't get out. But I do see a group of you had chosen to move on. It says it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. You could also just be traveling a lot this month, or taking a vacation somewhere as well. And then you have the Justice card. It's kind of wanting to come out in reverse, but I don't normally read this deck with reversals. So it says, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. With that being said, with me seeing it kind of reversed a little bit, your spirit team could be saying that things will go in your favor, but it's not going to be without a fight. Okay, so you might have to really fight for something that you want to see in your life. I don't necessarily know that it's just going to flow right in. Now I want you to think of a yes or no question, or a question about timing. The deck that I'm using is really beneficial for those types of questions. You have forgiveness and let go. So what have you been holding on to? Have you been beating yourself up for not taking a certain action, for not doing this particular thing? Do you need to maybe forgive somebody else? Did somebody say or do something that you've just been holding on to and letting it kind of fester or feed into some type of negative emotion? Did you let somebody dictate to you in your life what you could or could not do or be? There's a need to let go. There's something that you've been holding on to, and it really has been holding you back in some capacity. But then you have success. Okay, you are going to find success, and you do have a lot of cards here that are mentioning success succeeding at something, really good energy flowing in, flowing to you at this time. So I think that the answer is, yeah, you're going to be successful with whatever this thing is that you want to be bringing in. But if you're wondering if you should let go of something, release something or someone, yes. And then that's when you will find the success that you're looking for. Now, in love and relationships, this could be relationships with a family member, it could be a partner, it could be a friend. What messages do you need to hear at this time for your growth? Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. So this could be either you are really paying attention to the actions of other people, or somebody's paying attention to you. I don't think that it's necessarily saying stalking, although maybe there's somebody that like you're really interested in and your spirit team is like, you need to back off for a hot second. However, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think that it's just, instead of taking action on something, or I don't know if you're normally the one to put in the effort, but I think that you're taking a step back and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch to see what they do, see what they say, and then I will determine from there how we want to proceed. You also have teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. There could be somebody that is really interested in you. Now, just be paying attention that they are not too all consumed with it, or that you're not all consumed with being interested in somebody else. It is definitely about balance. I think that there's maybe people who have the tendency to go all in a relationship very quickly. And I think that this is your spirit team's reminder to you to take it slow, take it easy. But I do think that there is somebody entering your life that is wanting to date you. They're wanting to get to know you. You have love and Cupid's arrow. Definitely somebody is either getting into a relationship, or there's a blossoming of the current relationship that you're in, taking it to the next level in some way. On the love card, it says unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. That word selflessness is really standing out to me because a phrase that I've heard a lot recently is consideration is one of the highest forms of love. So when you make a choice and you're considering whether this choice is going to negatively impact or hurt your partner, that's an act of love too, right? When you can consider somebody else's needs and not just your own. Not saying that that's the only thing that you have to be thinking about and to only take action based on other people. I am not saying that. But I think that you have maybe been through enough, done enough healing, so that your actions are feeling in alignment with what you want, but you also know, like, I'm not going to let my issues fuck this up, because I feel like there's something that is really potentially really good coming in for you. And you have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Yeah, you could be invited to a gathering or a party, be invited on a date. And I just think that people are reaching out to you, letting you know that they're thinking of you, that they love you, and I feel like you feel really supported in that way at this time. So that is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. Please hit all the buttons, do all the things, follow me, comment if anything was resonating for you, and you can book a personal reading on my website, theenchantedpalette.com.